Hello everybody and welcome back to another YouTube channel. Welcome back to episode 3, I think it is, of having a really neat car that I still can't drive. I ordered a bunch of parts for it. I ordered the clutch, master, and slave cylinder, and a couple other little things. Everything we need to hopefully get the clutch working in the MR2. But those parts haven't come in yet, and frankly there's still a lot I can do to the car. So today I think what I'm going to try and attempt to do, swap over all the dash parts from that car to that car, because as you know, this car has like half of the dash, and the dash that is there is completely damaged and cracked. So the dashboard in this one is in a lot better condition, and that's the automatic one, and that's our parts car. So I think we're going to try and take everything we need out of this car and put it in that car, and hopefully I don't break anything, and hopefully the parts transfer right over. Never done this before. I'm really worried about the gauge cluster, because I think that gauge cluster works better than that one, because that one a lot of the gauges don't move at all. So let's do it. So I think the first thing I'm going to do that's going to make this whole process a lot easier is to take the seats out, because these seats are so bad. The first thing I'm going to try and do is take the seats out, because that'll give me a lot more room to work in here and get this dash out. I mean, looking at it, this dash is cracked, but it's not nearly as cracked as the other one. I can only see like 2 definite cracks, and I'll show you those. So up on this like vent here, we got this crack right above the vent right there, and then we have that one up there. But other than that, like, the dash is in really good shape in this one compared to the other one, and I'll show you that one, because that one is absolutely horrible. The seats in this one are way nicer. So here we got this dash. We got these vents are kind of just hanging there. Got all that. This is all cracked, which this is in perfect condition in the other one. So we can do that. Got all these cracks up here. Got a big old crack right there. Got a bunch of little ones up on the vents. And there's a crack in the exact same spot on this one. So that must be a really common thing for these cars. Also, there's no dash, or there's no like gauge cluster cover. So I'm hoping I can take out the gauge cluster and swap it with the other one, and everything should transfer right over, because as far as I know, it's just some screws and some electrical plugs, and then the rest of it, yeah, everything should swap right over. Oh, plus this one's super cracked. Look at that. Look at that. Well, now it's more cracked. So, ow. So hopefully we can just swap everything right over. I'm making it sound easier than it's probably going to be, but let's get the seats out first, I guess. One down. Alright, seats are out, and God, these seats are so bad. So bad. Good thing it's only in the parts car. Like you saw, the seats in the other car are a lot nicer, a lot better. So I'm glad we have those seats. It's so nice having a parts car though. Everything I need, I'm finding little things that as I see it, I'm like, oh, I could put that on this car. It's nice. So I think now what I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna take out the center console because I don't know if I need to, but if I do need to, it'll be nice to have it out, give me a little bit more room in there anyway. So I'm gonna take out the center console now, and hopefully that helps. If not, I'll just waste a little bit of time, whatever. Baby. Alright, now that I got the seats and the center console out, I don't know if the center console is going to help me gain any room in there or not, but it's out of the way already, so whatever. Now that I got all that removed, I think I'm going to try and vacuum this because I'm going to be probably on the floor a lot in this car to get up under the dash. So I don't want to be laying in this because it's pretty bad. So I'm going to vacuum it and then go from there. Alright, so I got a vacuum down here. It's not like to my standards for an everyday driver, but it's clean enough to be in. I'm trying to figure out how to take the dash apart, and I know you generally just look for like a bunch of screws, and that's kind of what I'm doing. The only problem is I'm not finding a whole lot of them. It looks like there's a couple under the driver or above the driver's feet, like in the footwell, on the bottom of the dash. On the passenger side, there's a couple under the glove box. And then there's some on the steering column and stuff. I may have to take off the steering column to get to most of it. I might even have to take apart the gauge cluster cover thing to get to some of this stuff, because I noticed a couple screws inside, like up in here and over there. So it's like, I'm not seeing a whole lot of screws. Hopefully it's just like, there aren't many screws. That'll make this really easy, but I guess we'll find out. So I'll attempt to take out all the screws I can find that I can see and see where that takes us. Huh, Tucker? Get out of here. Alright. So enjoy me trying to figure that out. First piece out. Sweet. So now there's two small bolts up under here, and I think I'm gonna find more like that on the other side. But it looks like just take a couple of those out along with some more of these screws, and most of it's just gonna pop right out, it looks like. Hopefully. Alright, this is taking kind of a long time, so I think what I'm gonna do, this is taking kind of a long time, and my camera has really shitty battery life. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna keep pulling screws out and stuff, and I'll give you guys an update where it ends up. Okay, I'll give you a little bit of an update at where I'm at so far. I just finished probably what I think is gonna be the hardest part, and that's getting the gauge cluster cover off. Because it's this thing, and it has a bunch of controls in it for windshield wipers and headlights, windshield wipers, couple different random buttons, and because of that there's a lot of like electrical stuff behind it. Plus it's in probably one of the tightest areas, and it's hard to get it out over the steering wheel. I haven't taken the steering wheel off yet because I still don't know if I need to. I'm guessing I probably will to get the whole dash off because it's one big piece, and I don't know how I'm going to squeeze it over the top of the steering wheel. So, yeah, I guess I can keep going, and I wish I could film this easier, but I can't. So I'm going to continue doing it, and I guess I'll update you guys along the way. Oh man, this is taking way longer than I thought it would. First of all, this car is as bad as a Miata. There's like no room to move around in here, even with the seats out. But there's also just like way more parts than I thought there would be. I finally got the entire dash out, other than all the wires hanging there. The whole dash piece is out, and it came out. And the dash came out in like 6 different pieces. There's all those, and then these, and this has a support underneath it, and it's ridiculous. But the gauge cluster part of it's out. So now all I got to do, it looks like there's only a couple bolts. You can see them like right here. And then there's another one there, and a couple over there. I'm hoping that those are it. Like that's what's holding the big dash in place. So we'll take those off and see what I'm missing. I'm sure there's something. I'd be surprised if that's all it took to just pull the whole thing out, judging by how it's going so far. But let me take those off, and I'll see if I can get the whole dash out. I'm stumped. I've gotten everything off the dash. I cut myself. I've gotten everything off. Every bolt is off that connects the dash to the car. And I've gotten it to move as much as I've been able to. Like, I got to the point where I'm like, oh cool, it'll come off. But when I move it, everything moves except for like the top corners, and I guess in the middle. I don't know if it's just like I don't know if it's just something where it's connected to the trim up top that I just cannot figure out how to get off. But there's no bolts, there's no screws, nothing that I can even like, even if there is something up under there, it's not something I can get to, and I am stumped. I have no idea. I got the radio console part off, and there were 2 screws there that I missed, but I got those off, and I don't know, man. I'm so afraid of breaking it because this dash is so thin. I mean, it's reinforced with metal, like there, all along here, but there's certain parts like where the cracks are, they're so thin, I'm afraid to just like pull on it, you know? I might have to take a break from it because like my back's killing me. It's such a small area in here. I'm so close though. Like once this is out, all I gotta do is clean up all the pieces, take everything out of the other car, which should be easy because I've done it once. I could do it again faster because now I know what's worth taking off and what's not worth taking off. There's a couple things, like I took the whole radio and air conditioning apart when I didn't really have to. It was just a sleeve that comes off over it. But that's mainly why I'm doing all this stuff to the parts car before I go to the manual car, because if I make any mistakes, I don't have to worry about it in this car because it's just gonna sit in pieces anyways. I don't know. I'm gonna take a little bit of a break. Yes! I got it out. That was way harder than I thought it was gonna be. I'm so sorry I didn't film me actually taking it out, but I did the last screw and it was like falling, so I had to get it out before, you know, whatever. But it's completely out. No more dashboard in the parts car. So happy. It's a mess of a car, but it doesn't matter because it's a parts car. So now all I got to do is, since I'm going through all the work of taking it out and replacing the dash and everything, I figure since it's all out of the car, it'll be way easier to clean. And I am really particular about having a really clean interior on my cars. It just feels so much nicer to have a clean interior. So I think I'm gonna take all the parts and clean them really well and get them prepped for going in the other car. I still have to take the dashboard out of the other car, which I'm not looking forward to. But now that I know what I'm doing, it should be a lot easier. I just need to find a space where I can clean all this stuff and get going. So here's a montage of me cleaning dash parts. Alright, this is one of the most satisfying things ever. I absolutely love doing this. Cleaning interior parts is so good. But these are really the important parts. This part and this part that I just did that is beautiful. It's the stuff that covers the gauge cluster. And this, which is the glove box cover, is so clean, so much better condition than the other one. So those are the important parts. I'm trying to get really clean. I'm also cleaning the backside stuff, even though it's not going to be seen. It's just the peace of mind, and I have it out, so you know, why not? But yeah, I just thought I'd let you guys know this is probably the most satisfying thing I've done in a while, just cleaning these dirty parts. I'm a little bummed though, considering this dash, it's way better than the other one, but it's not perfect, and that bugs me a lot. But I can't tell you how impossible it is to find the perfect dash from one of these cars. They're just too rare at this point. But I think these cracks are gonna bug me a lot going forward. And there's like little things, where is it, like inside here, there's like a little teeny divot because this stuff is really brittle. I don't know, it's just little things that are gonna bug me, especially that crack right there because it's right in the middle and open to everything. So, I mean, it's not perfect. If for some reason one of you guys watching this, if for some reason one of you guys watching this happens to know where I can find a perfect condition first gen MR2 dash, let me know. But for now, this will do. I'm gonna keep cleaning this stuff, so. Carmen got home. And she's been doing this for like 20 minutes. We only have one dart, so she has to keep walking back and forth. It's fantastic. Anyways, I got all the parts cleaned up. Sadly, I'm running out of time to finish this video, or to finish the install at least. So I think I'm going to wrap up the video here. I got the dash completely out of the automatic, and it's a mess in here, but got screws and stuff everywhere. I don't really care that I didn't pay attention to where stuff was coming from, because it's gonna be in the same spots in this car. So I think in the next video I should be able to completely tear this dash out, put all the good parts in this one, and then we'll have one good complete interior. It's not perfect, but I would love to find a really perfect condition dashboard at some point, but it's good enough for now. But yeah, so that's it for this week. Thanks for watching me struggle. Getting better, I think, at making these videos. I got a lot of stuff to learn, but I'm having a good time. I hope you guys are having a good time. Anyways, I will see you guys next week, where hopefully we'll be finishing this. I should have the clutch parts in next week, so I'm trying to decide if we should do the clutch and drive it the way it is and then put the dash in, or try and get the dash in next week so that when we do drive it, it's all really nice. I think I'll cross that bridge when we get there, you know. Yeah, thanks for watching, all 39 of you. I love you guys, and it's been real, it's been fun. I guess I'll see you guys in the next one.